My name is Mike Collins, and this is an AI-generated video. Modern software has a fundamental vulnerability problem. Cloud applications are built using massive amounts of open-source code, containerized images packed with libraries, dependencies, and components that developers include by default. The challenge is that most of this code never actually runs in production. It just sits there, dormant, expanding the attack surface and creating security exposure that organizations struggle to manage. As cybersecurity threats continue to evolve and software supply chains become more complex, companies are looking for ways to reduce risk without breaking functionality. Traditional approaches to container security focus on scanning for vulnerabilities, but they don't address the underlying problem. Why ship all that unused code in the first place? RapidFort is tackling this issue with a different approach. The company focuses on container hardening, essentially identifying what code is actually being used in production environments and removing what isn't needed. Their platform works with containerized applications to help organizations reduce their attack surface while maintaining full functionality. This sits at an interesting intersection of several trends we've been watching. Container adoption continues to accelerate across enterprise environments. Regulatory pressure around software supply chain security is intensifying, and companies are increasingly focused on proactive security measures rather than just reactive scanning and patching. The company operates in the software supply chain security space, serving enterprise customers across industries where security and compliance are critical concerns. They're building toward a recurring revenue model as they scale their commercial customer base. We participated in RapidFort's early funding because we saw several factors converging. The market need felt genuine. Organizations are genuinely struggling with bloated container images and expanding attack surfaces. The timing aligned with broader enterprise adoption of containerized infrastructure. And the approach seemed differentiated in a market where most solutions focus on detection rather than prevention. This is a follow-on investment for us. We initially invested in the company's seed round and have continued to support them as they've evolved their go-to-market strategy and expanded their commercial traction. The company is now raising growth capital to scale their sales and marketing efforts and expand into new markets. Software supply chain security remains a dynamic and competitive space. RapidFort is working to establish itself as a leader in container hardening, but they're operating in an environment where larger platforms could potentially enter the market. The company's success will depend on execution, converting pipeline, demonstrating value to enterprise customers, and building defensible market position. If the company executes on its strategy, they're positioned to address a genuine and growing security challenge as containerized infrastructure becomes the standard for modern software deployment.